And I remember I'm like, I don't see myself making money. I'm doing this because I like it. And I guess because I have that passion to like just continue, you know, searching up new spots, trying out new places. I love having dinner with my friends, you know. I guess because I actually genuinely enjoyed it. As time went on, business opportunities started coming. And when that started coming in, I was like, this is a possibility? Like, I could make money off of this? Like, this is incredible.
Today on the Miami Hustle, we have May, also known as May I Take a Bite. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. So this is a cool episode because this is actually the first time I have a food influencer on the Miami Hustle. So shout out to you. Shout out to all your success. Again, we really appreciate your time. And for those foodies out there that love eating or have ever thought about wanting to be a food influencer or a food reviewer, this is your girl. So for the ones that don't know where you're from, where are you from?
Born and raised in Miami. My dad is Cuban, my mom's Venezuelan. So I speak a lot of Spanish, a lot of Spanglish. I don't even know.
It'd be like that. Yeah. Shout out to Miami, shout out to Venezuela, Cuba, all that. Thanks. And how did you become a food influencer? Like, where did that even start?
So I've always been into checking out the best pizza, the best mac and cheese. Like, I've done my research. I would go online and like look on Yelp and Google. So prior to even starting the Instagram, I actually was a Yelp reviewer. I was a Yelp elite for like 2 or 3 years.
A Yelp a what?
Elite.
A Yelp elite?
Yeah.
What is that?
So Yelp has a community for those people that write like a lot of reviews, like on a weekly basis or like monthly basis.
Damn, are you a Karen?
No, I'm not a Karen. No, I'm not a Karen.
Just making sure.
No, I mean, if there's something I don't like, I'm gonna talk about it, you know. But I'm not out here just like nitpicking, you know. But yeah, so I started off writing reviews on Yelp, and this was like when I was like in college, right? And then once I graduated and then I had like a full-time job, I just didn't have the same amount of time that like I had to like sit down and write like 4 reviews like in one sitting, because each review would take me like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I was like specific.
I would think that reviewers are just quick with it. Like, this service sucked, don't come here. You're writing like essays.
Yeah, we would. So I would talk about like the ambiance, the different dishes, the service, the parking.
Wait, would you get paid for this?
No, I would do it for fun.
You just love writing reviews.
Yeah.
Okay, this is new. I've never heard this before.
Yeah. So, and Yelp Elite, the Yelp Elite community still exists. Like, it's still going on, you know? So I did that for a few years, and then once I started working full time, because I had a full-time job in healthcare, I just didn't have the same amount of time to like write the reviews. But I would still take pictures every time I would like go out and try a new place. So I was like, what can I do to still be involved? So I opened up an Instagram, and this was when Instagram was only pictures. So I would just like post pictures, and I told my friends about the page, and my friends started following me. My coworkers started following me. Then I started doing giveaways, and then like random people started following me, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is kind of cool, you know?
Wait, hold up. You're telling me that you created May I Take a Bite?
Yeah.
All the way back in the day, since like when Instagram first started?
Well, It's been 8 years.
Wow.
I started it 8 years ago.
That's amazing. So shout out to you, first of all, because I didn't even know that. I thought like, I found your page recently, and I thought you were just like, you had just started maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't know you were doing this for almost, you said 8 years?
It's been 8 years, yeah.
That's consistency.
Yeah. And I was doing it for fun, you know, just posting pictures of like whatever I was eating, you know. Once the reels, you know, became like a thing on Instagram, that's when my page blew up, or at least like it grew. Like I gained like, there was a summer like 2 years ago where I gained 22,000 followers like in 2 months. Like, it was crazy. So, and that's, you know, thanks to reels, you know, because when I was posting pictures, my page was like growing, but like at a very, very slow pace. But then with the reels, I guess people started sharing it with their friends. So then I had a couple videos go viral, and yeah, my page like grew.
That's amazing. So what got you so passionate about, first of all, writing reviews, and then we'll get into the food?
The thing is that like I've always been into trying out new restaurants, trying out like just new food, just looking for like the best pizza or looking for the best pasta. Like my parents, like as I was growing up, my parents would take my sister and I to like a different restaurant like every week, right? When I was like a kid. So then when I started making my own money, then I was like, okay, now I want to check out like a spot that I want to, check out. So I would just like do my research and then just try out different spots, and then I would go with my friends. And as I got older, I wanted to just be more involved in the community. Like, how do I say this? Like now it's easy to find places to eat because of Instagram and like TikTok, but back then it was more like you kind of had to do your research, so I don't even know.
I feel like I'm learning so much already. First of all, I didn't know that people like you really like write reviews just for fun.
Yeah.
And clearly it's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
So, and then when it comes to being a foodie or doing it for food reviews, like how did you get started in that, and how did you turn that into a business? Because one thing is following your passion just because you love it, but then
Right.
what you've been able to do is build a business around this.
Right. And that's something that I didn't even know was possible. When I started the page, I was doing the page for fun. I had no intention of making money, no intention of anything, I was really doing it because I really enjoyed it. I remember when I first started my page, people would ask me like, oh, what's your goal? And I'm like, maybe hopefully I'll get like a free pizza somewhere, I remember thinking that. The business part of it came afterwards. It came, with years of doing it, And I kind of want to say that there were a lot of foodies that started around the same time that I did, and their goal was to make money. They got into it because they're like, I just want to get paid for doing this. And I remember I'm like, I don't see myself making money. I'm doing this because I like it. And I guess because I have that passion to like just continue, searching up new spots, trying out new places. I love having dinner with my friends, I guess because I actually genuinely enjoyed it. As time went on, business opportunities started coming. And when that started coming in, I was like, this is a possibility? Like, I could make money off of this? Like, this is incredible. So the business part of it came afterwards, and I want to say, like, if your mindset is to get into this just to make money, then there's no passion. You're not really going to work hard on your craft. And like, I want to put out good content, and I guess that has allowed me to make money doing something that I actually enjoy. It's crazy.
That's amazing. I mean, I feel like the money kind of followed you. You weren't chasing it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big thing. Like if you do what you love, the money will end up following you, as opposed to if you're chasing the money and chasing the money, then the money's just gonna run away.
Right.
You just gotta keep chasing it.
Right.
So when it comes to, you love doing reviews and then you love going out to eat, and you mix the two, but then you're creating content with it. So let's talk about the process of creating content, because I mean, I'm sure as many of you content creators know, this is not an easy business. There's a lot of editing involved, and it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So when did you get involved in doing that? Like, do you edit your own videos?
I edit my own videos, and it takes a lot of time. Like, each video can take me easy 4 to 6 hours, because there's a process to it. So it's not just shooting the content, it's, reviewing the content. Like when you get home, you got to review the content, see if everything that you shot, if it's even useful. If something is blurry, you can't use that, And then from that content that I shot, each clip can be 10-15 seconds long, right? I can be holding a burger and like I'm shooting it, right? And I'm moving my hand in many different directions, you know? Literally, that's how it goes. So if I'm holding this, like, it's not just like, oh, here's the burger. No, it's like, I want to show you guys that there's cheese and there's peppers and there's onions in here, you know? So it's like, just that right there can take me 10 seconds. And then when I get home, I look at it and I'm like, okay, I have to get the best second of that, you know? And then from the best 1 second of each of those clips, then I put them together, you know, I write a script to make sure that, you know, when I record the voiceover, like, it makes sense. So then I record the voiceover. That can take me multiple takes. I have to make sure that the clips align with my voiceover. So there's a process to this, you know. People just don't see it, you know, because it's a 30-second video.
You make it look so easy.
Yeah, I mean, like, thank you, but it's, you know, it definitely takes time.
Yeah, the finished product is always like clean, quick, and I guess what you're saying is right. It's like, it looks great, but like no one sees the behind the scenes.
Right.
Damn. So when you were just doing this for fun, like, how often were you doing it?
I was doing it, well, when it was just pictures, I would do it maybe like, I would post maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. Actually, no, there was a moment where I was posting like 5 times a week. But it was easier. It was just pictures, you know. I would just edit a picture, write a caption, post it. And then when Reels started coming in, or when Reels became available, there was a moment I was doing it twice a week, and then I was like, I still have my full-time job, and then editing 2 videos, it takes too long. So then I had to like narrow it down to like once a week. And then because it's 1 day to shoot the content, and then like I would get burnt out if I just edit 1 video like in 1 day. So I split it up between 2 days. So that's like 3 days, you know? And I still have my full-time job. I still want to go to the gym. You know,
Yeah,
I still have to run errands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, people think that being a food influencer is just eating good food.
Yeah, people really don't see it, you know? And I guess we don't really talk about that much. Like, the work behind it. That's not something that we really, really talk about.
The hustle behind it.
The hustle behind it. We really don't talk about it, you know? Us foodies, we talk about it amongst ourselves, or like us content creators, we talk about it amongst ourselves. But it's not something that like we really talk about like publicly. I guess nobody has really like asked or anything like that.
Yeah.
People just assume that it's like easy peasy.
Well, I respect people that work hard. I respect your work ethic. I respect, you know, consistency, and I respect people that follow their passion and do what they love. And you're a prime example of, if you follow your passion, whatever it may be, you will become successful one way or another. So
Yeah.
so I want to talk about that. Like, at what point did you realize, like, what was it for you, and how many years in did you realize, like, oh shit, this is actually something that like could replace my job?
Okay, this was like
And
a
do you still do
gradual
this?
thing.
Do you still have a full-time job?
I don't have a full-time job. Well, this is my full-time job now. It's been my full-time job for 5 months already.
That's amazing.
Crazy. Thank you. It's crazy because I said I didn't think that this was even a possibility, you know? But I want to say it was like a gradual process. It was maybe like 3 years ago. I started getting like consistent offers, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on a second. I can make money off of this, you know? But then as my following grew, so did, you know, the fee of like my posts, you know? So it really, really, really hit me, I want to say, at the ending of 2024. And I had a good, stable job in healthcare. But the foodie thing, I was getting so many offers that I became almost like, I had so many offers, it was like, it bombarded me. Like, I was like, how do I, like, is this just a right now thing? Or is this something that I can really, like, take care of and maybe build, you know, with time? So I had to sit with that, you know, for months. And then what really, really hit me was in February, I had two really big offers. I had one offer to promote Shakira's tour in Colombia. They would have paid my flight, my hotel, food, and I would have had a glam team. Like they would have done my hair, my makeup, like everything would have been paid for. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah. And I had to decline because I only had 10 days of PTO in my day job. And I'm like, okay, what? And then I also had another travel opportunity on a cruise.
But was that food related? The Shakira thing?
No, they just wanted me to promote Shakira's tour. Because sometimes, thankfully, you know, the food thing has allowed me to do other little
Yeah, I was
things.
gonna say, you never know.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I like Shakira, but like I'm not her number one fan. Like for them to like invite me for something like that, they just wanted me to
that's
promote her
amazing.
tour. I would have gone to 3 different cities.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and I would have been able to bring someone with me. You know, what an incredible opportunity. And like I couldn't accept because of my day job. And I'm like, really?
Damn. And then you said you had one with the cruise?
Yeah, I had like another opportunity with a cruise. And I would have been able to bring someone with me too. And it would have been paid for and everything. And I had to decline. Both of these opportunities happened in February. So when that happened, I was like, is this the universe like giving me a sign? Like, as I said, I've been thinking about like, is this just, are all these opportunities coming at me just right now? Or is this something that I can really maintain, you know? And then when those 2 opportunities came to me in February, I was like, I talked to my dad and I was like, Dad, this is what's happening right now. I have these opportunities. I also get like these other consistent, you know, paid gigs. I think I'm gonna quit my day job. He freaked out like at first. And then once I kind of shared the numbers with him, he was like, oh, no, you gotta quit tomorrow. You gotta quit tomorrow. And I was like, all right. And that's exactly what I did.
Damn, shout out to Dad.
Shout out to Dad. Yeah, I literally quit that next Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
How scary was that for you?
Terrifying. I'm talking about like, I was like crying. I was so anxious to even have that talk. Oh my God, I actually feel like a little emotional talking about it because like I went to school for health service administration. So like I was working in my field. I had a really steady, good job. Like I was working from home, you know, but it was like, it's either I really jump into the foodie thing and see how far it can take me, or do both and never really see how the full potential of May I Take a Bite, you know? So I was like, I either do it now that I'm like, you know, I'm not married, I don't have kids, like what, you get me? Like now that I have the time, like let me put this energy into May I Take a Bite and see how far it goes.
Yeah, you literally just made the leap of faith.
Yeah, I really did.
That is a huge decision to make.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you for following your passion again. Like that takes a lot of courage.
Thank you.
So where has it gotten you since? Did you make the right decision?
I think so far I have.
That was recent too. You said like 5 months.
It's been 5 months since I started doing this full time. It's almost kind of like, it almost feels like a dream. Like, am I really doing this? Like, am I really just going out here eating, editing, being a content creator? Like, that's really my full-time job? Like, that's crazy. Like, this is what people like, you know, what they want to do, you know? And like, I'm actually like doing it. I've put in the work, you feel me? But it's kind of like surreal almost. But so far it's been crazy. Every week is different. I am shooting content or editing content every day. Every day I'm working on something. Have I traveled since? No, but I do have a cruise opportunity next week. That's pretty cool. And hopefully I get more like travel opportunities. Oh, I was offered to go to the Bahamas, but I couldn't do it. I don't remember why, but whatever. But yeah, so I have had like a lot of good opportunities, and like I thank the universe all the time, like for allowing me to do this and for it to pay my mortgage.
Shout out to the universe.
Shout out to the universe.
We love the universe.
We do.
And how's it been for you, like going from the regular cycle of your day job to creating your own schedule and being a business owner? Because that's not something that's easy either. You know?
No, it's
It
not.
takes a lot of discipline.
Oh,
It takes
yeah.
a lot of organization. One thing that I've learned from you so far that is my like biggest like shout out to you is the fact that from what I'm listening to, you never really like tried to again look for the money or look for the business. It all came to you to the point where you had to make a move on it. So that's something that I feel like is not too common. I feel like in most business owners, especially in sales, you're
Yeah.
looking for the deal, you're looking for the sponsor, you're looking for the money, you're trying to find it.
Right.
So how have you been able to manage all of it coming into you, and how often are you getting these opportunities?
Thankfully, so far, I get an opportunity every week, maybe once, twice a week, maybe more than that sometimes. I want to say that I don't take every opportunity also. Every opportunity goes through like a filtering process. I don't just work with anyone. I really do my research on each place. And thankfully, I've been working with good businesses so far, you know.
I'm sure you check the Yelp reviews.
Of course, I check the Yelp reviews, the Google reviews. I look at the pictures. I look at their Instagram. If they have a TikTok, I'll look at that too.
Damn, so quality only.
Only. Of course, I don't want to post something, you know, that's like not worth it. Like,
I mean, she's a real one. So if she is promoting any type of business that has good food, you know it's going to be good because clearly she's all about quality.
yeah, no,
Quality over
100%.
quantity, I think, is very important as
Yeah,
well.
like I'm not gonna choose money over like I'm not just gonna get money to post something trashy or you know like I still feel like a responsibility to the community to showcase good businesses. Like I can't post something trashy. Like it's just not within me, period. And to answer your other question about like how have I been able to manage this like as a business, my life is a schedule. Like my life is my calendar. Every day, like my calendar, you can see what I'm doing every day. Editing day, shooting day, editing and shooting. I make sure to hit the gym every morning, and then after the gym, that's when I get into my groove of either shooting content or editing content. So my life is on a schedule every day.
Yeah, you have to be organized.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to you for hitting the gym because being a food influencer, I feel like you have to hit the gym.
Yeah, imagine if I didn't. That'd be crazy. I would be like 300 pounds. People ask me all the time, like, oh, how are you not 300 pounds? And it's like, oh, well, because I hit the gym. Oh, I also do intermittent fasting. If not, imagínate.
So what time do you usually eat? Like 12 or 1?
1.
Okay. So you hit the gym on an empty stomach?
Yep.
Nice. That's to knock out all the carbs from
The day
content
before. Yeah.
Yeah, so now that you turn this into a full-time job for yourself, are you actively looking for potential opportunities as well, or you're just still like taking in everything that the universe is giving you?
Thankfully, right now, I can just accept like whatever the universe is throwing my way. I haven't really had to like scout. At least for right now, like I haven't had to. And that's why I made the decision to quit my day job, because I haven't needed to scout. Businesses, thankfully, have come to me. Like, thankfully, I have enough, you know, that I'm able to choose, you know, and still pay my mortgage, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing. To be able to turn eating food and doing what you love into a full-time job is a blessing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, what advice would you give to someone that's trying to do that? Someone that loves eating to new places, they love food, they love reviewing. Where do they even start?
I say do it because you want to do it, because you really enjoy doing it. Don't do it because you want to get paid, you're trying to really get something out of it. Like, But that's like just like with anything else, like do what you enjoy, you know? If you want to work on the editing content part, like do your research. Look at other people that do what you do. Like look at other foodies, see how they shoot content, how they edit content, you know? Not everybody's exactly the same, but if there's something that you like from this one, try it out, you know? And there's a lot of hard work behind it, so put in the work. Just put in the work, you know? If you put trashy content out there, you're not really gonna get many views, you know? If you want good content, if you want your high views, just work on it, you know? Do your research.
What do you consider good content and what do you consider bad content?
At least like for me, like the way I shoot content, edit content, like I need a light. For sure I need a light. You know, I want to be able to see what colors that burger has, what colors the pizza has. You know, if you're shooting like in dark lighting, we're not gonna see what it is, you know. Also like genuine reactions, you know, like don't fake it, like this is great and it's like, and it's not good. Like no, like be real, you know. Also just like have fun, like don't force anything, just like have fun.
Do you have a team with you? Like, do you have your own little crew that you go to like hold the camera and do the lighting, or is it just?
Yes. Shout out to Beranita, to Nicole, and to Raya. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Shout out to the
Yeah, I have 3 girls that help me shoot content.
squad. Wow, that's a whole team. I didn't know it was like that. I thought you just had like one cameraman.
No, like it's 3 girls. I mean, they have full-time jobs, so they help me. It's like a part-time thing, you know. And I kind of like rotate, you know. Some girls like one type of cuisine more than another, so I'll consider that. Like, okay, we're gonna have sushi today, so I'll get the girl that likes sushi more. Or
Oh,
whatever.
I thought you meant they all 3 go with you to a spot.
No. Like
Oh, so
one girl will help me. Like they'll hold the camera.
Okay.
You know, if I'm taking a bite of something, they'll record me. If they see something out of place, they'll fix it or whatever. You know, if I need help with something, whatever, they always help. They'll ask the owner for something if they think that I'm missing something. Like the three of them are fantastic.
And where'd you meet them? Like, how'd you assemble
They're
this
friends.
team?
They're
Oh, okay,
friends.
nice.
They're friends that are interested in like being part of like making content. Like one of the girls, Raya, she has her own photography business and she helps me, you know, from time to time. So she's great. Nicole, she's a friend of a friend, but now we've become like super cool and she's really great behind the camera too. And Beranita is fantastic behind the camera too. And I've known Beranita since she was like 3 years old. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
That's a real one.
Yeah.
So how often are you doing content nowadays? Like, how often do you go to a new restaurant?
Like twice a week,
Nice.
2-3 times a week. It just depends.
And how many restaurants do you think you have reviewed at this point?
Over 1,000 for sure.
Here in Miami? Over 1,000?
Yep.
See, like, I would think being a food influencer, you may run out of places, restaurants.
Bro, places open up left and right.
Wow.
Like all the time. There's always a new restaurant. You know, I visit some restaurants like multiple times too. And the reason I said 1,000 is because I have over 1,000 posts on my Instagram. And that's that I've deleted over the years. You get me? So, like if each restaurant is one post,
Yeah.
I've been to over 1,000. That's crazy.
I mean, now that you say that, again, shout out to you because you posted over 1,000 times. Like, this is not an overnight success, or this is not like I do it here and there. This is like a full-time job
Yeah.
for real. That's no joke to be posting over 1,000 times, and it's all about food. That's. I mean,
That's
I feel like you are the biggest food influencer in Miami, I would say.
There are some that are bigger than me. And they're fantastic. Mr. Eats 305. He's great. Treat Yourself Everywhere. Fantastic. And Evie the foodie.
You're so humble.
You know, I'm being like dead
So,
ass.
are
Like,
these people that you looked up to throughout your process?
actually, I feel like I'm not sure if Mr. Eats and I started like around the same time, but his page is definitely, it's, you know, he's done a great job. So, you know, I do look up to him. Like, he's made his page a business too, and he has like I believe it's like a content creation business too. So he has a team, so he's doing a great job. Treat Yourself Everywhere. I think she started after me, but she's totally killing the game right now. She's fantastic. And Evie the Foodie, she started after me too. But her content is just like, it's such great quality, so interesting, like so captivating. So I look up to them all like in a different way.
So what are some things that you've learned throughout this experience?
Things that I've learned. Well, I don't want to say something I learned, but something that just like every time I visit a business, it always like hits me. It's like some of these business owners have put like all of their money into this business because they really believe in it, you know? So all of that should be taken like how do I say this right? Like fuck, I don't know how to say it. Not taken lightly. Like, it shouldn't be taken lightly that these business owners are literally putting everything on the line for a dream, you know? So every time I visit a business, you know, I always talk to the owner. They tell me how the business started. You know, it's them and the wife. They own the business. The son is the server. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like, it always, like, touches me. You know, every time, like, I see these, like, mom and pop restaurants. So I always try to, like, you know, put light on their business, like, in the best way possible.
And nowadays, since you have so much business coming in, how often are you just out there exploring new places?
On the weekends, you know, with my friends.
Oh, so you're still doing it for fun?
Yeah. I still go out. This is my being. I love going out, checking out new spots, drinking, eating, pizza, pasta, burgers. That's still me, you know? It's me.
And when you go to these new places, like, do you let them know who you are and what you could do for them?
No.
That's pretty real of you. Like, I feel like, I don't know, you would think, or I would think that, like, since you're so successful at what you do, if you go to a restaurant that you genuinely like, you'd be like, oh, look, this is who I am, this is what I do, I'd love to do this for you. And that's kind of like getting business too.
Right. I guess I could. Because when I go out, like, for fun with my friends, my mind is not, like, in work mode. It's like, I'm here to just relax, like, to have fun, to check out this new spot, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe I should consider that.
I mean, don't listen to me. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, listen, I'm gonna listen to you too, you know? But
So-
I haven't so far. I haven't yet.
I feel like this is maybe a tough question for you, but you don't have to answer. But what has been your favorite places to eat at?
Well, my favorite place right now is Vice City Pizza. They're in South Miami. Well, they have two locations. There's one, I think, on 147th Avenue and, like, Coral Way. And they're now in South Miami also. They serve Detroit-style pizzas. And it's, like, a very, like, homey vibe in there. That's my favorite pizza spot right now. Like, I know that there's a million pizza spots right now, but Vice City Pizza is, like, and they know it too, because I think I fill up their heads too much, you know, with how much I love them. But yeah, that's my favorite spot right now.
Damn, I feel like we got to check that out, because to be at the top from over 1,000 places that you visited,
That's
that says a lot.
crazy, right?
Yeah, I've never been there.
At
so-
least right now, like, every few months I have, like, a new favorite.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I try a new spot, I'm like, oh my God. And then
Yeah.
I'll go like 4 times in a month. And then after that, I'm like, wait, hold up. Like, I overdid it. So then I end up getting like a new favorite.
So do you ever miss your day job?
No. Nope.
You don't think you're going back?
No.
Nice.
Or at least right now, I don't have to. you know. My day job was good. It was a good job. It was a great job, you know. It was in healthcare. Healthcare is never gonna go away, you know. It was a good paying job. I was working from home. The people I worked with are great, but right now I'm trying to see, you know, where May I Take a Bite goes. So I don't see myself going back, at least not anytime soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I would just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like the opportunities are endless for you. Because again, if you're not even having to look for business, like,
at least right now, you know.
yeah,
I don't know what it's gonna be like in a month or 6 months from now. Like, I don't know. That's a little scary, you know.
I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, the more content you make, the more eyes you're gonna get,
Hopefully.
and the more opportunities.
Does that sound come out or not?
Sometimes, but we could adjust.
Oh, okay.
That was a low one though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty loud.
Yeah, it was like I had to like read your lips because I'm like, what did he say?
Are you local only in Miami right now, or do you travel like up to Fort Lauderdale and check out other spots in other places?
For the most part, right now, I do Miami. I'll do Fort Lauderdale. I'll do the Keys. I've done West Palm Beach too, but it's not like that often. I do want to do more Fort Lauderdale stuff. Fort Lauderdale has their own culinary scene, and it's something I haven't really tapped into. And it's interesting. It's just it is a far drive for me, you know. And especially like since there's always traffic in Miami, it's like, oh my God, okay, it's more than an hour like to get anywhere over there, you know. But I do want to like check out more spots in Fort Lauderdale.
So what do you have coming up next? Like what would you say are some of your goals right now when it comes to, I mean, I feel like, again, congratulations to making this your full-time job. I feel like you're doing great so far. And like you said, you're not going back. So like moving forward, what do you see yourself doing within this industry, within this leap of faith that you've taken?
That's a little bit of a tough question for me to answer, just because I feel like I'm doing things kind of like day by day, you know. I do want to do more like top 10 videos. Like I'm working on one right now, like top 10 croquetas. Well, top 10 croquetas. I want to do like a top 10 like pizzas and like more like top 10 stuff, you know. I want to do more travel stuff too. But all of that just depends on like time. Like everything takes time. You know, my calendar's crazy right now. But I'm incorporating these things one way or another, you know?
Yeah, I mean, travel would be nice.
Yeah. I want to maybe get into YouTube at some point, you know, maybe.
You're not on YouTube?
Nope. I'm on Instagram and TikTok.
I mean, you have so much content. You might as well be throwing that on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. You know, I want to.
That could definitely take off.
Yeah, on YouTube Shorts, yeah.
You already got the ammo. You just got to start posting.
All right. I guess that's my homework.
And you could always schedule it. Yeah. If you have all that content, you could always just schedule posts so that way you're going to be consistent.
Yeah.
And like you already have it. It's already edited.
Yeah, it's already edited, everything.
Are you on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Everyone tells me. When I did my day job, I was like, I don't know. I don't have the time to move all my content to like.
It is, no, it is a process.
But now I do have more time. You know.
So who taught you how to edit and like create all this content?
Myself, just playing around with like Instagram, and then with CapCut, just by myself. Like I never watched like videos on like how to edit or whatever. I just did whatever I thought was nice, whatever I liked, you know.
I feel like that takes a lot of time.
It definitely takes time.
Effort.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of energy.
Oh yeah.
I thought you had like a whole team, like editors.
Yeah, me, myself, and I.
I feel that. That's how I started. Yeah. It's a process.
Maybe one day I'll have somebody, you know, editing for me.
I have a good recommendation for you whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Shout out to Editors Connection. They're great. They always deliver great quality editing on time, and they always go above and beyond. To be honest, like
Okay.
yeah, almost like everything's included: the thumbnail, the reels,
Oh,
the
okay.
multi-camming. Like shout out to them. They have saved me so much time and energy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I just like to do things by myself right now, you know, as I have all this time. So for me to like give somebody else that task is
That's
like,
what I thought.
it's
That's
like
what I thought.
heavy.
That's what I thought. But then I gave them a chance and they gave me back like almost exactly what I needed. So it was very relieving to like know that I don't have to edit for 3 to 4 hours anymore. Like that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So aside from food, what do you like to do? Like what would you say is, I mean,
I like traveling. Like I'm big on traveling.
Have you ever thought about doing like traveling reviews, like resorts and stuff?
Not necessarily resorts, but I'll do videos like whenever I do travel. I'll do like a spend the day with me video, or like top 5 things that I did in one day, or 5 things I did in you know, day 1 or whatever. Like I did 2 videos on Puerto Rico, and I did a video on like day 1 of Puerto Rico, and I did a day 2 in Puerto Rico, and those videos went viral.
Yeah,
They
where you
have,
like highlight little spots that you go to.
Yeah, and like I'll talk about like the different restaurants I went to, different bars, a shop or something that I did, an activity that I did. Yeah, I went to Portugal and I did a video on like what I did that day. So when I travel, I'll do videos, you know, on whatever it is that I did.
So how often do you post?
I'm posting like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah, I guess like, I don't know, some people say post 2 to 3 times a day, but I feel like
No.
yeah.
No. At least for my type of content, that doesn't make sense.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel you.
Imagine seeing a pizza, a burger, and mac and cheese coming from May I Take a Bite. Like, you know,
Yeah.
in one day. No, that's too much.
So growing up in Miami, what are some like lessons that you've learned, or like
Growing up in Miami.
what has it taught you? Yeah.
Well, if you want something, you have to speak up. Things are not gonna come to you if you don't work for it. And also, you have to have thick skin, because not everybody's going to be so nice or so, you know, gentle to like how you feel about things. Like, you know, you have to be open to like constructive criticism too. And a lot of people think that they're never wrong, that what they're doing is like always right or whatever. So some people can't take constructive criticism, and it's like, well, you're not gonna get any better if you really think that you're doing everything right, you know?
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you want something, you have to go out and get it. Period. Like you have to work for it. Period. Things are not just gonna come to you. I worked on my page for 8 years, and then you get what I'm saying? And then I was able to like quit my day job. Like I worked really hard for 8 years. Like this isn't something that just like came to me, you know?
Yeah, that's the grind. That's consistency.
Absolutely.
And that's like never giving up. Have you ever thought about giving up and just not posting anymore?
Oh
when
my
it comes to
God.
food? Like, did you get to that point?
So like 2 years ago, there was a moment where I didn't post for like a month because I was like tired, and I felt like always posting on social media can get exhausting sometimes too, you know? And yeah, I didn't post for like a month to give myself a break. And I remember, I guess, like I had some followers that noticed that I hadn't posted, and they would write to me like, is everything okay? Are you okay? By the third, are you okay? I was like, oh my God, people are realizing I'm not posting. Like, this is kind of crazy that people are like noticing. Like I took a break without saying I was taking a break. You know, some people are like, oh, I'm taking a break from social media.
Yeah.
Bro, just take the break. Like, you know, I didn't announce it. I just took a break. And I needed that break to kind of like reset And when I started getting back into content, my content was even better. I was like so much more inspired. And I was noticing little details that I hadn't noticed before. So, yeah, that was the only time I took a break. Not that I necessarily wanted to quit, I just knew I needed a break.
Yeah, sometimes you need to take a break and you need to take like 5 steps back before you could go 10 steps forward.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, even with doing the podcast, I want to stay consistent and I want to post every day.
Yeah.
I want to have a new guest on, but it gets to the point where it almost becomes a detriment because I'm just stuck in the same hamster wheel without like enhancing what can be. Kind of like what you said.
Right.
Not gonna lie, I feel like I need a break. Yeah, I think I'm about to go ghost for a month.
Okay, and
But
that's
we'll see.
fine. Mental health is always number one. So if you need a break, take a break.
Yeah, and then just again, sometimes taking 5 steps back allows you to oversee everything and then realign yourself and restructure certain things that
Yeah.
will take you farther in the long run.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So this is the first time that you're on the Miami Hustle, and of course, we appreciate your time and
Thanks.
everything that we've learned about you today. Again, I learned a lot because I've never talked to a food interviewer or a food reviewer.
Right.
So this has been a really cool and interesting interview. We always like to have our guests back on the show a couple months or a year later to
Okay.
just document the success, see where you're at before, see where you're gonna
my God,
get to.
that's
How many
kinda
followers are you at
cool.
right now?
I'm at 67,000.
67,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. So now let's see next time you go back on the show, we'll see where you're at.
Oh my God, I feel like this is a challenge.
I mean, it can be. It can be. Just keep hustling, keep doing your thing.
Oh my God.
And the question that I ask every guest is, what does Miami mean to you?
What does Miami mean to me? Miami is my home. Miami is my everything. Miami, I am Miami. Miami's everything. What?
Yeah,
I don't see myself leaving or anything.
I feel that. I feel like we can all relate to that.
Yeah. What? 305 till I die.
Until next time.
Alrighty.